Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 22nd of May and today we have to see 8 questions along with some additional facts at the end. And today we have to see some questions on many important schemes. So be attentive, be focused till the end. Let's begin. First, here is a question for the day. You have to answer this question in the comment section. The question is mRNA 1273 vaccine against COVID-19 has been developed by a company of. These are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer. Let's begin now. And to get PDF, you have to join me on Telegram by writing Students Point 2020 without any space. Just write Students Point 2020 in small letters. Let's move ahead. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share these videos with your friends if you find the video useful. And don't forget to press the bell icon if you have already subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any video to learn every day and grow every day. So let's begin now. The first question. What is Coir GeoTextile? So Coir GeoTextile is a natural fiber. So here B is the right answer. And this Coir is 100% natural fiber obtained from a renewable source, that is coconut husk. And this Coir is naturally resistant to rot, molds, moisture and free from any microbial attack, and hence this Coir needs no chemical treatment. Otherwise, a simple rope can easily rot due to moisture in the environment. But this Coir is very much resistant to rot and molds and moisture. And it protects the land surface and promotes quick vegetation as it is 100% biodegradable. And recently it was in news because National Rural Infrastructure Development Agencies has announced that Coir GeoTextile will be used for construction of rural roads under the Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana phase 3rd. So we have to see details about Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana phase 3rd, but this agency, that is National Rural Infrastructure Development Agencies, work under this Ministry of Rural Development. Remember the ministry? This agency works under MRD. Let's have a detail on Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana. So phase 3rd of Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana was launched in. So this was launched in the year of 2019 itself. So here C is the right answer. And the phase 3rd of PMGSY was launched in 2019 to provide connectivity to unconnected habitations as part of poverty reduction strategy. The National Rural Infrastructure Development Agency has the responsibility to implement this Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana phase 3rd across the states. Remember this institution, very important. National Rural Infrastructure Development Agencies. And the duration for implementation of third phase of this scheme is from 2019-2022, 2024 to 2025. Have you ever thought that why do we write like this 2019 to 2020? Why don't we simply write to 2019 to 2025? We write it to show the financial year from 2019 to 2020, which begin from 1st of June of this year and last till 31st of March of next year. For instance, financial year of 2020 has begun from or will begin from 1st of June and will last till 31st of March 2021. So this is how a financial year is written. And the target of this phase is to consolidate 1,25,000 km, and the funds are shared in the ratio of 60:40 between center and state. However, this ratio is not applicable for northeastern states and Himalayan states. Northeastern states and Himalayan states have to contribute only 10% of the cost, while 90% cost will be borne by central government. Now, why such leverage to northeastern states and Himalayan states? Because northeastern states and Himalayan states lacks resources and they are very much prone to natural disasters. That's why they deserve more assistance from central government. The next question now. H1N1 vaccination campaign for healthcare workers has been started by. So this H1N1 vaccination campaign for healthcare workers has been started by Haryana government. So here B is the right answer. And this H1N1 flu, which is also called as swine flu, is an infection of respiratory tract and it is characterized by usual symptoms of flu, which include cough, nasal secretions, fever, loss of appetite, fatigue and headache. They may ask you that this H1N1 flu affects which organ of human body. So you have to remember that it is respiratory tract. They may confuse you by giving options like mind or brain, kidney and other organs. So you have to remember that this directly impacts respiratory tract or lungs, and indirectly it can impact other organs as well. The next question, very important. Consider the following statements about Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. See, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana aims to bring a white revolution through sustainable and responsible development of fisheries sector in India. This statement is wrong. The question itself suggests, or the name of this scheme itself suggests, that it must be related to fisheries, as the word Matsya means fish. So it is related to fisheries, and production and promotion of fisheries comes under blue revolution and not under white revolution. So here this word makes this statement wrong. So here first is wrong. White revolution is related to production of milk and not fisheries. Blue revolution is related to production of fisheries. Second statement now, the scheme will be implemented during a financial year 2020-21 to financial year 2024 to 2025 for 5 years. This statement is correct. It will be implemented for 5 years. So here only second statement is correct. So here A is the right answer. And this scheme aims to take fish production and productivity at an annual growth rate of 9% to achieve a target of 22 million metric tons by 2024-2025. Remember the target, that it aims to achieve a target of annual growth of 9%, and it has a total estimated investment of rupees 20,050 crore. The investment here is like this. Central government will provide 9,407 crores out of total. State government has to borne cost of 4,880 crores, while the beneficiaries or the farmers who are engaging in this production of fisheries have to contribute 5,763 crores. And this scheme was recently in news because Cabinet government has approved the implementation of Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana and formalization of micro food processing enterprises. Now we have to know about formalization of micro food processing enterprises, as both of these schemes were announced in the third tranche under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. I have made a video on Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Those who have not watched it, go and watch that video. I will share this video at end of this video. Tap on that and watch that. Next question, again very important. Consider the following statements about formalization of micro food processing enterprises. See, it intends to increase access to finance and revenue targets for the micro food processing enterprises. This statement is absolutely correct. And it is a centrally sponsored scheme with an outlay of 10,000 crore. Remember this amount, 10,000 crore. So this statement is also correct again. So here C is the right answer. And the expenditure will be shared shared in the ratio of 60:40. 60% will be borne by central government and 40% by state governments. This scheme is to be implemented again for 5 years, that is to 2020 to 2021 till 2024-2025. And this scheme would be monitored at center by Interministerial Empowered Committee under the chairmanship of Ministry of Food Processing Industries. The next question, Charan Paduka campaign has been launched by, so it was launched by MP government to provide slippers and shoes to migrant workers who are moving away from different places. The next question now, Konark Sun Temple is located in, so this Konark Sun Temple is located in the state of Odisha. So here B is the right answer. And Government of India has recently launched a scheme for 100% solarization of Konark Sun Temple and Konark town in Odisha. A total capacity of 10 megawatt will be installed at this place, and it will serve the total need of this Konark town. And Ministry of New and Renewable Energy will provide 100% funding for it, while the program will be implemented by Odisha Renewable Energy Development Agency. Remember that MNRE or Ministry of New Renewable Energy is not going to implement this scheme, rather it is only providing 100% financing, but Odisha Renewable Energy Development Agency is going to implement this scheme. let's have some brief about Konark Temple. Konark Temple was built by King Narsim Dev I of Ganga dynasty, who lived between 1238 to 1264 AD in the 13th century. Remember the name of this king? King Narsim Dev I of Ganga dynasty. And this site or Konark Temple is dedicated to Lord's son, and it was declared as UNESCO World Heritage Site in the year of 1984. Remember the year, very important. In examinations they ask, and don't hesitate to ask the year on which several important sites which were in news were declared to be UNESCO's World Heritage Site. So it was 1984. And an update for you. Last day when we discussed that list of 5-star cities for garbage free status, which was recently announced by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, it included one more city, Ambikapur. Last day we have discussed that Ambikapur, which belongs to Chhattisgarh, Surat Rajkot belonging to Gujarat, Indore in MP, Navi Mumbai in Maharashtra are included in these 5-star cities. But there is one more city which has been included in this 5-star cities, that is Mysore in Karnataka. And Mysore has become or got the distinction of becoming the only city in South India to be included in this 5-star cities. The next question now, consider the following statements about tea. You must have heard tea, drink tea many times, but here you will get to know many facts about tea. Let's see. It is a beverage made from Camellia sinensis plant. This statement is correct. It has been made from this Camellia sinensis plant, and this tea is world's most consumed drink after water. Surprisingly, it is true as well. It is the world's most consumed drink after water because it is mainly consumed in India and China, and we two countries have the largest population in the world. So automatically it will be the world's largest consumed drink. And the first International Tea Day or Tea Day is being celebrated by United Nations on 21st of May. This statement is also correct. So the very first International Tea Day has been observed by UN on this 21st of May. So here all of these statements are correct, and please appreciate that the origin of tea has not been noticed or has not been known exactly. However, it is considered that it has been originated either in Northeast India or in northern Myanmar or in China. So it has been originated somewhere in these places, but exact location is not known. So since here all the statements are correct, so D is the right answer. And resolution for celebration of this day was adopted in the year of 2019 by United Nations. The next question now. Which of the following is correct about Alzheimer's curability? See, Alzheimer is a incurable disease. So here B is the right answer. Alzheimer can't be cured because once brain cells are dead, it cannot be reversed. Now the question arises is, what is Alzheimer? Alzheimer is a neurological disorder which causes brain cells to degenerate and die. This leads to loss of memory, problems with words in speaking or writing, poor judgment, changes in moods frequently, and many other similar problems. And Alzheimer is the most common cause of dementia among the older adults. Now, what is dementia? Dementia is a situation in which a person loses his intellectual and social capacity. So, basically, that person suffering from dementia behaves abnormal. And Alzheimer's is caused by the buildup of proteins that is known as tau tangles or plaques. And these tau tangles or plaques actually restrict the communication between neurons. So once the communication between neurons are restricted, neurons are incapable of transmitting the signals to each other. That is why it leads to loss of memory and other abnormal behaviors. And women are at higher risk of having Alzheimer disease than men. Why this disease was in news? Because Indian Institute of Technology based in Guwahati have found methods for preventing the accumulation of neurotoxic molecules, that is particularly the amyloid beta peptides, which is one form of protein itself in the brain, which leads to Alzheimer's disease. So they will now restrict the accumulation of these neurotoxic molecules or this tau tangles which ultimately will prevent person from suffering from Alzheimer disease. Now let's have a look on this emergency credit line guarantee scheme. Under this emergency credit line guarantee scheme, all micro, small, medium enterprises borrower accounts with the outstanding credit of rupees 25 crore as on 29th of February 2020 with an annual turnover of up to rupees 100 crore would be eligible for guaranteed emergency credit line funding. So basically it means that all MSMEs which have taken loan of up to rupees 25 crore, but they must have taken loan till 29th of February and their turnover is up to 100 crore are now eligible to get guaranteed emergency credit line funding under this emergency credit line guarantee scheme. And this scheme would be applicable to all loans sanctioned under this GECL, that is this guaranteed emergency credit line funding, during the period from the date of announcement of this scheme till 31st of October 2020. So it has a few months tenure. Till then MSMEs can take benefit of it. So I hope you find the video useful. Share it with your friends. Like the video if you find it useful. Subscribe to this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you receive all the notification of important videos. Answer the question in the comment section. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay at your home. Stay safe. Thanks a lot.